Good morning, everyone. Can everyone hear me? Apologies for the technical issues we appear to be having. My name is Melanie Dawson, and I'm the Principal Consolidation Consultant for Inoapps, and I predominantly look after HFM and FCCS. Today we're going to be discussing SDCS and what that looks like. So next thing is just a few instructions before we begin today's webcast. I'd like to point out the control panel on the right hand side of your screen. If you have any questions you'd like to ask as we go along, please enter them in the box highlighted in red, and I will be answering all your questions at the end. So a little bit about Inoapps. Inoapps is the leading independent Oracle Cloud consultancy, globally focusing completely on delivering Oracle solutions and services across a range of industry sectors. We are the 2016 Oracle Specialized Partner of the Year for the SaaS Cloud Transformation. So today's challenges in a financial close of today, many of the CFOs, financial controllers, etc., face multiple priorities. We have the statutory reporting, we have sustainability reporting, we have regulatory reporting, and we also have internal reporting. We also have to keep an eye on the financial transactions. We have to make sure that we have a timely close and consolidation of financial data. And as time goes on, it gets more and more complicated and takes more and more of our time up. So a controlled process is not very easy to achieve, as I'm sure we've all been there. I myself, before I was a consultant, was a financial controller and a finance director, so I fully empathise with all of you. So the common pain points, we have inefficient, disconnected processes. There's always far too many spreadsheets, trying to get control over the process, trying to keep up with the pace of change and requirements, and more and more emphasis is on analysis rather than just sending out reports. Audit issues, always another key thing. A key element of an efficient financial reporting process is having a good overview and all its components. It needs to be well defined. Users, parties, all need to be aware of their role within the close process. With an overview and structure and process, one can create a better flow and thus a faster reporting process. Priorities and challenges. The role of financial reporting is undergoing significant change. Many years ago, it was always about production, medium amount of control, and if we got time at the end, we could do some analysis. That has now changed. The focus has shifted, and it's all about the analysis and the understanding of what's driving those figures, the KPIs, etc. So the challenge today facing companies is meeting that increased quantitative requirement while at the same time trying to keep a sharp focus on the bottom line. So what is FCPS? Well, it's Financial Consolidation and Cloud Service. which then raises the question of where do all the C goes when we make up the cinnamon FCCS. So, what is FCCS? To be clear, this is not HFM. It is a consolidation reporting solution and it's in the cloud. It's a modern solution. It has a simplified tablet-style interface and it sits natively on top of SBase, out-of-the-box functionality, so say goodbye to all that scripting one used to have to do within HFM. So, financial consolidation cloud solution. It has a closed task management that is built in. It takes the best parts of FCM, which is Financial Close Manager, and includes the Close Manager and Supplemental Data Manager, which are now fully integrated into FCCS. It includes intercompany eliminations, multi-currency translations, and standard consolidations as all pre-built, has matching reports, pre-built dashboards, and it also includes FDMEE, which is renamed data management within FCCS, has pre-built hierarchies, calculations, and dashboards. So what is included within your cloud instance? You have two instances. You have a dev instance and a prod instance. One application per environment per pod. System defined, configurable, it's on an EPM cloud platform, and again, as we've said, all pre-built. Dashboards, data input forms, task lists, business rules, dimensions, members. There's no hardware, no infrastructure issues, so you don't have to worry about patching or upgrading your software. All managed by Oracle as it's on the cloud. So FCCS is built on the EPC platform. So 80% of FCCS and EPC is the same. Concepts around data storage, calculations, many of the functions and features are new to the HFM, but all very familiar to the PBCS user. A PBCS admin would pick up FCCS a lot faster than an HFM admin person, and just like PBCS, SBase knowledge is going to help you out a ton. So what we will do is we're going to do a brief FCCS walkthrough to show you what the capabilities and what it can do. So the first thing is it has a simplified user interface. It's made up of what they call clusters and cards. It's fully customizable, so you can move, add, hide the cards, the clusters. You can make customizable announcements. So if you see on the screen here, we have quarter-end deadlines are critical, please raise alerts. You can customize those announcements. You can add tasks, messages, and you have the navigation menu. Talking about tasks, tasks are driven by the Close Manager. They can be run off reusable templates, so you have templates that you can reuse and add your tasks. You can add due date assignments and notifications based on status and due dates. If you see here on the screen, we have tasks 33 all, 21 are open. This isn't going too well this close, 17 are late at the moment, and 12 are complete. Forms and dashboards. Forms are the basis of all the dashboards within FCCS. They're available by the web all through SmartView. Drill through is available from the forms. Composite forms are available, and you can add some validation rules to the forms. So, pre-configured dashboards. Within FCCS, there are 3 predefined dashboards. The first dashboard gives you an overview of how you are doing in the close process. Shows you which tasks are closed, how many journals need to be completed, and how many are late, and how many are time. It also will show you what supplemental data has been submitted, and it gives the CFOs, the financial controller, an idea of how you are performing in the close. The second dashboard, predefined dashboard, is compliance. It shows how many tasks that have been completed. It then tells you how many were done on time, how many were approved on time. It's quite a useful dashboard to benchmark how the close is going. For the third pre-configured dashboards, the financials, there are multiple financial dashboards. You have the income dashboard, the balance sheet dashboard, and cash flow. These will give you an idea of where you're spending your money over time compared against different months, for example. Again, all pre-built. It has an extremely powerful journal entry capabilities within FCCS. You can view your journals by period. You can actually see the history of any of the changes. It's also part of the workflow process, so you can submit, reject, approve, post, unpost. You can also copy journals, delete, import, export. Has an automatic numbering, which is very useful, which HFM doesn't, so it has a non-repeating system assigned to it. And you can also run journal reports. So here we have what a journal report, to run a journal report would look like, and you can run filters on it. So you can run certain, so if you have consolidation journals, GAAP, IFRS reporting journals, you can filter on those journal entries. Intercompany report. So talking about reports, we have the intercompany report. There are absolutely loads of options available to you when running intercompany reports. You can look at entity transactions. You can see which entity is trading with which. You can have automatic matching. You can give different matching tolerances. So for example, you can either set a value of, say, a £1 tolerance or £100 or maybe more, or you can set a tolerance parameter as a percentage, so 5% of the balance, etc. You can base it on plug accounts, and this is an extremely powerful module within. You can also print the report out in a PDF format, an HTML or XLS. This is an example of an intercompany report, which will show you the entity, the partner, the entries and the variance and how it's made up, and shows you then the total intercompany mismatch. So FCCS has full access to SmartView, which is a tool we all know and love. It does work in the EPM cloud, so it's compatible with Office, Word, Excel, PowerPoint. You can also view metadata within the Smart View to FCCS, as well as forms and reports. You can edit dimensions within there, and you can do read and write back is also available. Supplemental Data Manager, fully integrated, unlike HFM, where you really do move between the different products. Here you do stay within FCCS. It has every feature that you are familiar with on-prem. It also forms part of the workflow, so it can be managed through the task list. Close Manager, this is also fully integrated. It has been entirely moved out to the cloud, so again all the features that you are familiar with on-prem are fully integrated. Like Supplemental Data Manager, it can control and automatically integrate with your workflow. Dimensionality. Within FCCS there are 11 predefined system dimensions. So we have scenario, year, period, view, which we're all familiar with within HFM and planning. We also have a consolidation dimension, data source dimension, currency, entity, account, movement, intercompany. From here you'll see that Oracle have taken what they feel is the best practice of dimensionality from HFM and pre-built these structures within FCCS. Currently you have a maximum of 2 custom dimensions, custom 1, custom 2. You have an option though that if you want to select the multi-gap custom dimension, you are able to, but you do then lose one of the custom dimensions as it takes up custom. There is on the roadmap to add further custom dimensions to give you more dimensionality. So as you will see the product evolve, we will all see the dimensions evolving, and as I said, additional custom dimensions will be added. So, system defined members. Many of the dimensions and members are predefined, so they cannot be modified or removed. Aliases can be modified, so if you see I've highlighted global assumptions and total geography on the screen, those can aliases and they can be changed, so you can modify the names of those. Custom dimensions and members can be created. So again, if you look to the left of the screenshot where you see FCCS _ total geography, you will see E01, and then which is what we would call the parent, and then underneath you would see the children, which is E01, 101, 102, 103, and these are all added to the pre-configured, predefined members. All system members are prefixed with the FCCS _, so they're easily identifiable, and the architecture allows for static foundation across customers so content can be shared. Calculations. Within FCCS there are pre-built business rules. You have no ability to modify, create or remove, the idea being that there is no custom scripting, and this is because it is pre-built. It is supposed to be out of the box, and that is the selling point of FCCS. There are three methods of calculations within FCCS. We have the pre-built business rules, we have the members' formulas available for calculation, so for dynamic calcs, KPIs, ratios, and we have members' properties that also can affect calculations. So for example, if you have an account and you change it from an asset to a revenue account, that will make it behave differently. Oracle, as I said, trying to minimize the scripting as they don't want the user to write the script. Their intention is they want you to submit to them the requirement and they will write the script and will include it in their next update. This is very different from HFM, where you would have to write VB script for every single thing you want to do across the implementation. Those of you who are familiar with HFM will be familiar with the statuses calculation and locked. We have a lock status where you are able to lock entities, unlock or not start them. And we have the calculation status, which again very familiar for HFM users, where we identify no data, data needs to be consolidated or translated. So to recap, FCCS functionality, consolidation, predefined dimensions with built-in financial intelligence, has standard consolidations and eliminations, translations and FX adjustment, has built-in KPI ratio analysis, automated cash flow, has alternate hierarchy, multi-gap support, intercompany matching, journal entry, and very important, data audit. Also has the close manager, so we have task management and workflow, and it has the supplemental schedules for data collections. Again, very useful when compiling your statutory notes for statutory reporting. And what's very important is the FCCS dashboard, so at an instant glance you can see how you are doing within the close. So, where do we see FCCS aimed at? Here we have it's a very simplistic chart to perhaps suggest where FCCS would be best placed. So here we're showing if you're an existing Hyperion customer and it doesn't have extensive consolidation logic, it's fairly simplified, then FCCS could be ideal for you. Again, if you're an existing HFM customer but rather upgrade and you'd rather be moving to cloud, then again FCCS could be the answer. If you have single instances of GL, for example, or SAP or e-business, finance reporting and workflow, then again FCCS. If you're starting to have more sophisticated consolidation processes, so you're needing extended dimensionality, allocations, complex ownership, org by pickup or any minority interest, then at this stage HFM would be best fit, although on the roadmap for FCCS is to address all of those sophisticated consolidation processes. What I was going to do now is show you a demo of FCCS. So two seconds. So I hope you can now all see my screen, which is showing the welcome screen. We have Maria here, who is our demo user. So again, as you can see, first dashboard, it's very simple user interface. We've got the cards and the clusters. We have all the tasks listed down here that shows instantly what Maria has open, what's late, and what she needs to have a look at. So if we go to the tasks, here we will see all the tasks listed. We've got 36, so I'm listing all of them at the moment, but I can filter to have just see the 18 that are open, or perhaps I need to concentrate on the 26 late. So if we go to review intercompany balances, and this is what a simple task template would look like. So this is saying what the task ID, that it's pending, what the schedule is, what the priority is, who the owner is. Here we're showing the assignee is the same as the owner, but that could be somebody else. You have the various tabs along the top for alerts, related tasks, and history. So here we're going to say go to generate. So again, if you remember previously in one of the slides I was showing you, here's an intercompany report. So we've got scenario, actual, the year, so we can, all of these are selectable. So we can change the period, view, this is periodic, we can change that to year to date. Click OK. So I've changed that. Consolidation, I want entity total. Here I can do entity currency, or I could select GBP. We've got the entity here, and where the partner is obviously against all the other entities, we're selecting all our plug accounts. Here, the suppression options is where you can change your tolerance levels. So I put 100. I can give it a report title, and again give it scale factors, decimal overrides, all standard stuff. Here I can decide whether I want to run it in Excel, PDF, or HTML. So I will click on Run the report. So it asks me if I want to save the file or open it. So let's go open. And here you can see, have an intercompany report. I've got entity, partner, so it shows the variance of £722 mismatch, and I would be able to email that report to the relevant parties and ask them very kindly to sort out their intercompany mismatch. So if I come out of there, so here we can pick all the various options that we've got within FCCS. I can also go back to my home page, and I can select my dashboards. And again, if you recall, we said we had 3 predefined dashboards. So if I go to my close overview, pictorial view of how we're doing in the close process. We have the compliance, so again here it says 4 have been completed so far. It looks like that we haven't got any prepared on time at the moment. Not good, but 89% has been approved. If I go to the financial dashboards, here, if I show you the income statement, now this I like because it gives you a very quick and easy view of the income statement, how everything's doing, sales, gross profit, operating expenses, etc. Gives you graphs. We should have some pie charts just turning up here in a minute, so obviously a bit of delay on the time. And again, this is customizable. You can move this around, you can add graphs, change graphs, and again you've got the point of view here that you can change and select. We've got operations, total geography, refresh, and this will, you can do this at a total group level or individual entity. I close this, back to my home page. We've also got reports where we have journal reports, the intercompany reports that I was showing you, and we can have closed manager reports. The other thing, I know time's marching on, I wanted to show you is it has a very useful feature, and this is in FCCS but also in PPCS, is an academy. So when you implement FCCS, you haven't got to worry about all the training and how long that's going to take to get users up to speed. We have an academy that's built in that you can take a tour of the financial system, shows you how to get started, how to work with data, working with metadata, calendars, and it's got frequently asked questions. It's all very helpful and shows how easy and quick it is to implement FCCS and get your financial close up and running very quickly. So if I go back to our slide, hopefully they are going back to our slides. I just wanted to just wanted to check to remind you that we have on the 15th of February an IFRS 15 webinar for you to next webinar, sorry, 1st of March 2017, to get ready for your business ready for IFRS 15. Which we will be discussing IFRS 15 and what Oracle has to offer. Does anyone have any questions? Okay, I have one question here where someone's asked me how long it takes to implement FCCS. We are normally seeing FCCS being implemented between 6 to 8 weeks, depending on the complexity. But because it is a lot of the structures are pre-built, it is out-of-the-box functionality. We are able to implement these very quickly, and we are able to get be able to go live and get financial close running very quickly and a lot less expensive than having HFM implemented. Yes, it does link into Financial Reporting Studio. Oracle has the Financial Reporting Studio on web, and FCPS will feed into that so that you can do your publishing of your statutory accounts and management accounts in a desktop published view. Okay, I think that's all we've got time now. If you do have any questions, please do send me an email. You've got my contact details on this webinar, and they will be sent out to you as well as the recording. Please do feel free to drop me a line with any questions you may have. I hope you found this informative, and look forward to speaking to you soon. Thank you.